any business before the court draw near, and you shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. Today is the 7th day of October. So we have some reviews to do first. If you have a review, first, if there's anybody out in the lobby, you can come in now. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there. I'm going to go over your file with you.
Damon Cox, Jason McClure, Melanie Meeks, Jarrett Romans, Jonathan Register, Jamie Welch, Matthew White.
Jason McClure, case number 18-1342. Jason McClure. Been called, has not appeared, and still hasn't completed. So there'll be a warrant. Let's see. He actually has a bond up. It should have been on the sentencing docket, but looks like it was set for review. I'll hold it till the end of the docket to see if he shows up. But he has a bond up. He just posted in August. So if he doesn't show up today, then there'll be a bench warrant issued to Mr. Sowers to go get him. Jarrett Romans, 22-648. Mr. Romans is here. The only thing you've got left to do is the driver intervention program, and you told me you're scheduled, or have you scheduled it yet?
No, I was scheduled last month. I wasn't able to afford it, so I plan on doing it with Lawrence County Recovery and Wellness in Ironton this month, October 24th through the 27th.
Okay. So I'll schedule you after that, and if you get it finished, you don't have to come back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to schedule it for November the 12th. That's actually a Tuesday, but if you successfully complete and get the paperwork turned in, which they should do automatically, you don't have to be here for that hearing.
All righty. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too. Jonathan Register.
Yes, sir.
24-159. All right, before I go ahead with Mr. Register, I forgot to introduce, we've got some visitors and guests today from Children's Hospital, and usually I recognize them before we start court, so I'm going to allow them to take the floor and tell you why they're here, and then I'll take up Mr. Register. So if you would go ahead and introduce yourself and tell the folks why you're here.
Hi, good morning. Sorry to interrupt. My name is Zara. This is Natalie. We are researchers from Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus. We're here conducting an overdose prevention study. We go to courts throughout the state of Ohio and look for folks with lived experience with substance use who might be interested in completing some surveys with us with the goal of testing different strategies for preventing fatal and non-fatal overdoses. The participation just involves completing some surveys. If you choose to enroll, you would complete a survey with us today and then a similar one later on. Every survey you would complete with us afterwards would be completely remote. So you would enroll today in person, and then after that it's fully remote. Each survey is voluntary, it is confidential. None of your personal information or even your involvement is disclosed to anyone outside of the study staff. That includes law enforcement and court staff. We don't disclose any personal details. It is also paid, so if you choose to enroll today and you are eligible, you'll receive $25 right for enrolling. And then afterwards, you are paid $5 every 2 weeks for a bi-weekly survey, and then at 6 months, you receive $35. So you continue to get paid throughout the study. If you're interested or you have any questions, we'll just be down the hall all the way where there's desks by that holding cell on the right side. So if you have any questions or you might be interested, please stop by. Thank you for your time. Sorry to interrupt.
Thank you. Sorry I didn't introduce you to begin with. So just to reiterate what they said, if you volunteer for this program, I won't know it. They're not going to tell me. I may eventually see the end result of the studies that they do, but it's going to be from all over the state. They're not going to say Joe Blow did this particular study and gave me this answer and was critical of you, Judge. It's not going to have anything like that in it. So if you want to do it, I won't know about it, and you will get paid. I think you'll have to have a laptop or a smartphone or some way that you can respond to their survey. After today, you do it in person. After that, you would respond that way, digitally. So feel free to do it, and one way or the other, I won't know. So you won't be punished if you don't do it, and I won't know your information if you do decide to participate. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
All right, so the Jonathan Register, we've got, and I've got a report from this provider.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it says you're participating in an MAT program and that your tests, screens are appropriate. Okay, so one of the things we got to do now, so that's good. You've done what you're supposed to be doing there. You got some community service to do?
Yes, sir.
And payment on your fines.
Yes, I was planning on making a $100 payment on my fine today, and then I was able to get my work schedule changed to not work on weekdays anymore, so that way I can complete the community service ASAP.
Okay, so when do you plan on coming out for community service?
I'll start my new schedule effective Wednesday, so I can come as early as Thursday or Friday.
Thursday would be good.
Yeah, just right here at 8 a.m., correct?
7:30.
7:30, okay. Yes,
7:30
sir.
a.m. right here on the west side of the building.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll get you down for that, $100. You're going to see the clerk to make your payment on your fines. Keep doing your counseling like you have been. And I will set your next, do you know what your work schedule is going to be?
I just moved to like a few days of the week working the weekends, and then a couple days of the week, like week itself, 4 to 11. So it'll like an evening shift.
Does it matter to you if it's a Monday or Friday when you come back? You can request off for that time?
Oh, Monday would be preferred.
Okay. Let's make it then the 18th of November. November 18th, that's a Monday, will be your next review. It'll be at 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you so
Doing
much.
good, keep it up. See
Thank you, sir.
Back paying your fine.
All right, have a great day.
Matthew White. Matthew White's 23,576. He hasn't done anything, he hasn't appeared, so there'll be a warrant issued for failure to appear. Naaman Cox, this year 23,569, 22,1663, and 21,3062, 21,1917. All right, Mr. Cox, as I recall, yeah, you have done some community service, but I think it's been a while since you've done it.
Your Honor, may I speak?
Yeah.
The way my case numbers sets up, if I do community service, it goes on my fines, it doesn't go on my community service, am I correct?
I believe this was addressed at the last
Yes.
court hearing. I was not here for that.
I would like
Mr.
to-
Major talked to me about it.
I would like to pay cash on my fines, if you don't mind, until I get the next case number straightened up to where it's community service actually goes on community service. I can do community service.
Okay, well, I'm going to order that you do community service and you can pay toward your fines. It should go toward his community service. He's got a case number 22-1663. So,
I would be happy to get something done before my next court date if,
are you paying on your fine today?
yes, $100.
Okay. You can come out Saturday. This Saturday, you get double credit. If you come Saturday, you'll get 2 days credit for doing one day.
I don't have a driver's license. It's difficult for me to get transportation. I have more local opportunities. If you don't mind, I could find ways to do community service.
Where would that be?
Well, I actually function in multiple townships, close to my area. I live like
Okay, I see
a,
where you've done it at Sims and Windsor. Okay,
Windsor Township is the cleanup.
that's most likely where, what's Donnie's?
That's it.
That's Windsor.
Yeah.
Um,
That's where we'll be Saturday.
okay, so could he report there, or?
Yes, he can.
Do you report to the township hall
This following Saturday?
this coming Saturday? If you want to get the double credit, this coming Saturday. You can go there on another Saturday, but you won't get double credit. You
I
just get one day
understand, I
credit.
understand. Yeah, I'll make a very strong effort to make that possible, yes.
Okay. All right, and you're going to make a $100 payment today?
Yes, sir. It's just real difficult for me with my driving situation. I don't drive, and I have to find transportation and all
I
that.
understand. Can't get your license back, or?
Last time I recall, you guys told me 3 years.
Oh, it's not up to me, it's up to the
Well, the
B&B.
BMV said 3 years,
Okay, yeah, it's up to the B&B.
so I'm kind of shafted.
Okay. All right, November the 8th is your next hearing.
9 o'clock. Is that all, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're up. See the clerk.
Yes, sir.
All right, Melanie, you're not Melanie.
Nope.
Jamie Welch. Jamie Welch. 21, 357, 18, 34, 32, 14, 11, 84. So how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I have a payment today too also. They said the folders were already in here when I came in.
Okay. What's going on with your counseling?
My counseling, I had to cancel my insurance in Kentucky because they wouldn't accept my Kentucky insurance over here. So I have to wait 30 days from the day I canceled it to be able to get insurance in Ohio.
Well, I see you, August the 30th, you completed that.
Journey to Hill.
I've got a certificate on that.
Yeah.
So you haven't had any follow-up
No.
applications since then?
I went to a place in Colgrove, but like I said, my insurance, I had to cancel my insurance from Kentucky to get Ohio insurance.
Okay, well, I want you to do a urine screening then.
Okay.
Let's see what that shows, and then come back after you do the
All right.
screening. Okay, so we'll recall her. Melanie Neese left treatment, I believe. She was referred to Bethesda. Is there anyone here from Bethesda?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go on. We'll come back to that later. Go ahead and call the next one.
Your Honor, Bethesda said they have a Lexus.
No, okay. All right, on Melanie Neese, then I'll go ahead and issue a warrant for failure to appear. Okay, Michael Greenhart was set today for a pretrial. And Mr. Nip is making an appearance. I've got a pre-judgment entry. All right, December 2nd, for another pretrial defendant waives time.
Yes, sir.
All right, your entry is approved.
Thank you.
Okay, that finishes the reviews. We're going to start arraignments now. So anyone out in the hall that's got an arraignment needs to come in the courtroom.
Arraignments, warrants, first time in court.
State of Ohio versus Keith W. Cooper.
Okay, we're going to do the arraignment hearings now. Arraignments are for people that have new cases. When your name's called, come up to the table to the right. I'm going to go over the charge with you. And you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You do make statements. What you say can be used against you. It's all on the record. You have a right to bail. You have a right to have an attorney appointed to represent you if you can't afford one. And you have a right to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a guilty plea, you're waiving those rights. You should not do that if you don't understand the proceedings. If you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial, you should enter a not guilty plea. Not guilty is always the safest plea you can enter. Okay, now you call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Keith W. Cooper. Case number TRD 23-1812 A and B. TRC 21-121 A and B. CRB 21-288.
All right, Mr. Morford, this is your client.
Yes, Your Honor.
You got anything to say?
You want to tell me what you've been?
Huh?
You want to tell me what you've been doing?
I don't know what to say, sir.
Well, he missed a hearing, that's the thing. That's why he's on the arraignment docket, he missed a hearing.
Why did you not come to court last time?
I didn't have it right. I tried to call, but when I called, it was too late. I've been staying with my buddy up in Gallipolis, and I didn't have it right, so I'm not sleeping in my Durango anymore. That's why, sir.
No transportation judge
All right.
from Gallia County.
And he has a bond up, so that's Mr. Sowers.
You've got to be kidding me.
Is he able to do anything on his own cases? That's the reason he's on the sentencing docket. He's paid his fines, but he still owes community service. And he still has a case pending.
That's why it's already worked.
And he owes fines on another case. He had one case that paid off the fine, another one he still owes.
That's why
And he's got a case still pending on driving under suspension.
I am now.
We already entered a guilty plea on it, the white sentence, and we probably just need to go ahead and figure that one out. Have you got your license back?
I do not, sir. I was working on it, and then as I was working on it, I talked to you through the recorder there. My truck had gotten stolen from me with all my money I had in there saved from a New Hampshire job that I went and worked with, and I lost everything. This is where I reported it to the police, the card.
Okay, let's see.
Are you able to start doing community service?
Yeah, I heard him say something about Saturday for double credit. I'd like to take advantage of that.
Well, I'm sure Josh is okay.
Well, he's already entered a guilty plea and it's been hanging around on the docket for a while. And I don't think this is something he's gonna be able to clear up anytime soon, so we probably should just go ahead and sentence him now. Anything else you want to tell him?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, the state take any position on sentencing unless it's a driving under suspension and failure to display valid plates.
We don't take any position, Your Honor.
Okay. On the driving under suspension, I'll impose a $50 fine and 2 days of community service, 5 days of jail suspended. Review hearing, November 25th. On the failure to display valid plates, I'll impose a $20 fine. And I'll set his other cases for review November 25th. If you can get down here this Saturday for community service, you can get 2 days credit for doing 1 day. Sorry. You can get 2 days credit Saturday for doing 1 day.
Yes, sir. I heard you talking with Mr. Cooper there. I'd like to take advantage of that opportunity right
Okay.
there.
Or you can do it, and if you're living in Galquist, you can do it at the municipal court.
Okay.
Just make sure they send the hours down here. Okay, November 25th at 9 is going to be your next hearing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio, excuse me, State of Ohio versus Jerry A. Atkins, and State of Ohio versus Shelley Atkins. Case number CRB 24640, CRB 24641.
Michelle, are you Jerry? Yes.
Okay, you're Sherry, or Jerry and
Shelley.
Shelley Atkins, correct?
Yes.
It looks like you're both charged with domestic violence. The state's filed complaints alleging that on October the 5th of this year, you not only caused or tried to cause physical harm, at least to other people, Jacob Scott Gregory, as to Jerry Atkins, and Jaden Betts as to Shelley Atkins. And it's alleged those people are members of your family or household. So domestic violence is a charge, it's first degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you each understand the charge?
Yes.
You understand your rights? How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
Do you want lawyers appointed to represent you?
Yes.
Do either one of you have a job?
Yes.
You both have jobs?
Yep.
Okay. So I have to determine if you're financially qualified, where do you work?
I work at Hercules International in Huntington.
And I work at Harmony House in Huntington.
Okay. Are you both paid by the hour?
Yes.
So, sir, how much are you paid now?
18.
And ma'am, how much are you paid?
I think 12.
Okay.
They got me a pay stub if you need it.
I'm sorry.
I got me a pay stub from my work.
I have to determine your gross annual income. Do you have dependents? Do you have people that live in your household other than the two of you?
They don't, oh, just us? No.
You don't have any children or anybody you're supporting?
No, they're grown.
They're grown. Just got a big house payment, that's all. And bills.
Well, they don't allow me to consider that. It looks like, between the two of you, you're making $70-some thousand a year gross. Is that right? So that's more household income than what I can appoint a lawyer for. So you're having to hire your own lawyer. How much time do you want to try to hire a lawyer? No, maybe I should phrase it this way. We'll come back for a pretrial. How much time do you want before we come back for the first hearing?
As much time as you can give us.
Okay. Well, let's go about a month then. since you're both working, is it either going to be usually Monday or Friday for court hearings here? Is there one of those days that's better for your
Any
work
day's
schedule?
fine for me.
Any day.
Let's make it November 8th, so right at a month. That'll be the pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
What day?
November the 8th, 10 o'clock, and I'm going to let you both sign signature bonds. You didn't delete, no, you posted bonds.
Yeah.
Okay, they've already posted bonds, so those are going to be continued. Your bond as you posted it. Is there a protection order requested?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Atkins, is there any difficulty with you staying away from Jacob Scott Greger?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to order. You do not go around him, contact him, post things about him and social media. Don't do any of that. I want things to die down. No further alleged problems. And Ms. Atkins, Jaden Betts, any problem with you staying away from that person?
I didn't even know her name, Your Honor.
Okay. So you're going to sign something as a protection order where you're ordered to stay away, to get copies of it. They're going to file those. They'll bring a copy out to you and take it to your lawyer. And stay away from the person you're ordered to stay away from.
So I signed both bonds right here. Okay. Okay.
Not guilty plea is entered for both of you. Do either of you have any questions about the proceeding?
I've never,
I understand the purpose.
Okay, your next hearing is scheduled for November the 8th. Wait until she brings you out a copy of those protection orders and you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
More out for it, we'll bring you back. We'll stay with you. Have a seat in the courtroom. I'm not worried about your attitude this problem.
State of Ohio versus Don A. Rice III, case number CRB 24639.
Don A. Rice III. Is
Sir.
that you, sir? You're Don Rice?
Yes, sir.
Bailiff's bringing you a copy of the charge. It's a menacing charge. It alleges that at Windsor Township, October the 6th, you knowingly caused Cameron Edwin Smith to believe you would cause physical harm to his person or property. That is menacing. It's a fourth-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty, 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you wish to be considered a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, please.
Are you working?
I work for myself, Your Honor. Handyman.
Okay, I have to determine your gross annual income. Do you know what that is?
Actually, I haven't worked much this year, but I started a job 2 weeks ago in Dayton, Ohio. It pays me $20 an hour, and he pays for my hotels up there. That's where I was actually at yesterday before I come home.
Okay, is that a full-time job?
Yes.
Okay. You just started that 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
And were you unemployed before that, or
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I have my own company, but we haven't done anything this year.
will you file an income tax return for,
For last year, yes, I did.
you know what you showed as your gross income?
I believe it was $47,000, I believe.
You have dependents.
Yes, I've got 4 kids and my wife, who doesn't work.
Okay, and your kids are dependent on you?
Yes, and I also pay child support on one other, so it's 5 total.
Okay, I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Mr. Rice. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Not guilty plea is entered.
Did you post a bond?
Yes.
Okay. He posted a bond, Your Honor.
Yeah, his bond will be continued. Is there any kind of protection order requested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Any problem with him staying away from this person?
No, sir, but I do got a question. My home is my dad's property, and I built a house on his property, and I literally live about 500 feet from his front door to my front door. And my sister moved in, I guess, about 8, 9 months ago, and it's her son, Cameron's the one that's alleging that I did this stuff, which didn't happen, but it's a whole other situation, but
So this is your nephew?
my nephew, yes, sir.
Well, just, here's the main thing about these protection orders. I don't want there to be another incident while the case is pending, so stay away from him, don't go around him.
Understand.
Even though you live close, avoid him.
But it's okay to still live at my home, though?
Yes.
Okay.
So just sign those two cards right there.
Here and here.
Yes, sir.
So, looking for a hearing date. We'll have to set it pretty soon unless there's a time waiver because it's a 43 misdemeanor.
Yeah, Your Honor, we can set it here in the next,
Okay. Tuesday the 15th, yeah, I think you're already here, aren't you?
yes, Your Honor, but can we set it that Friday?
Mr. Yule?
We'll waive time if necessary.
What's the date you want to move it to?
He wants the 18th instead of the 15th.
That should be all right.
October the 18th for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Yes, Your Honor, the 15th, a trial that was supposed to settle didn't, so it still might settle. I might have to move stuff off that date.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Lori B. Goodman, case number CRB 22-631. Excuse me, that's 430.
Ma'am, are you Lori Goodman?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Goodman, it's alleged that Fayette Township on June 15th of 2022, so this is an old case,
I just found out about it.
that you purposely deprived Goodwill of property without their consent. That's a theft offense, maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
No, sir.
You have no income?
No, sir.
Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you. Not guilty plea is entered. She can sign a $1,000 signature bond. Say either the 21st or 25th of this month. If those don't work, we're probably going into November.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Just talking to Mr. Morford about when to come back for our next team.
Judge, I'm okay with
With any of those dates? And do you have dates where you're not available? October 21st then. October 21st will be pretrial at 10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Rochelle Black, case number TRD 193791, TRD 193789, CRD 19933.
All right, sir, you're Rashad Black? How do you pronounce it?
Rashad.
Rashad.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Black, it's alleged that this is an old case,
Yeah.
November 29th of 2019.
I didn't even know I had a court case or anything. I don't live here for one.
Okay. Well, it looks like you got a ticket from this, unless somebody stole your identity. It says November 29th, 2019, at 1:48 p.m. in Fayette Township, you were driving a vehicle at a speed of 77 and a 55. That's a non-jailable speeding offense. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. And you also were charged with being in possession of marijuana less than 100 grams. So that's also a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. And that you were cited into the traffic court at 4 p.m. on December the 10th, 2019, and failed to appear, and a warrant was issued for failure to appear.
It's, like
So
I
do
said,
you understand that?
I understand. I didn't even know because, like I say, I'm not from here. I live in Chicago, and I came out here to visit someone at the time when that happened. And I had asked the officer, is there something like I could just go in or pay a ticket? He told me yes. You know, so, and then I work for the airport in Chicago, so it's something like customs that you have to go through to get like your name and cleared for a badge that we have to go through the building. So by me having a warrant out here, that let me know.
It interferes with it?
Yeah.
So how do you plead to this charge? You
Not
never
guilty.
came to court and entered a plea.
I'm not guilty.
I'm sorry?
I'm not guilty.
Okay. You want to set up for a trial then? What's the state want to do?
Well, Your Honor, if he would plead to the speeding offense, is that the one?
Speed and possession of marijuana.
We would nolly the possession of marijuana if he would plead to the speed. That would probably help him out a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I'll plead to it.
Okay, so what the prosecutor is agreeing to do, if you admit that you were speeding, then they'll drop the marijuana charge.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I just want to get it over with because I don't live here. I drive
I understand.
8 hours to get here and I got to drive 8 hours back.
Okay, so on the speeding offense, I'll impose a $40 fine and court costs. And on 19-9-3, the possession of marijuana, I'll dismiss it.
Okay.
So can you pay the speed offense today?
Yeah, can I pay it today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Clerks to the right, there'll be court costs and the $40 fine, so it'll be $165.
We have a driving under suspension also.
Okay. Do you have a valid license now?
Mm-hmm. You want to see it?
Yes, sir.
Bring it to you?
Bailiff's gonna come and get it. Okay, it was issued December of last year, so I'll dismiss the driving under suspension. He appears to have a valid license. Okay, so we're back to just the speeding ticket. So see the clerk to the right as you leave the courtroom, pay it, and you're done. The case is over.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jamie Welch.
Okay, looks good. Yeah, I think you need to follow up when you are
Yeah.
planning on doing that with some applicants,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Juanita is here from Thrive, so why don't you talk with her?
Okay.
It's a service that's available, no cost to you.
Okay.
It just gives you a peer recovery person you can call on the phone. And
Okay, yeah, I'll have a sponsor also.
okay. All right, so I'm gonna have you get with Thrive. She'll talk to you out in the lobby.
Okay.
Set your next hearing November the 8th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that one judge was Buck Burton, and then I'm trying to think of the other judge from Common Pleas. That was from New Boston. At the same time, Judge Burton was on the bench.
Litton?
Judge Litton. Yeah. We've got, Dawn is here from Scioto County. I was telling her a story about the Supreme Court assigning me to the jury trial of Judge Litton's bailiff, who was charged with assault for throwing somebody out of the Scioto County courthouse who was publishing an underground newspaper with an article critical of Judge Litton in the Common Pleas courthouse. And that, so none of the municipal court judges, you can imagine, wanted to preside over that case. So I wound up presiding over that jury trial. The young prosecutor's last name was Kuhn, and the defendant, his name was Mark somebody. Anyway, he was defended by Stan Bender and Tom Sputnagel. Young prosecutor Kuhn got taken to the cleaners.
Well, I know Stan.
Tom Sputnagel was a very good lawyer too.
State of Ohio recalls Matthew White, case number CRB 23576 A and B. Your Honor, was told.
All right, so this is set for a review hearing. Mr. White's here now. He is actually in treatment at Southern Hope. And Michael brought him to court today. How's he doing?
He's doing well. He's compliant with all our guidelines.
Okay, very good. What do you say, Matthew?
To be honest with you, what happened was I moved out, well, I had to comply with all their fines and everything. We moved out of town to Bridgeport. We started a life down there, and I just lost track of time. You know what I mean? But we moved back here and getting refocused, if you will.
Okay, and is it going?
Yes, sir, it's going well.
Okay, very good. So I'll cancel. I didn't think you were going to show up today, so I issued a warrant for you. I'll cancel that. You did show, obviously, and you're doing what you need to do. So we'll see you in another month, November the 8th, for another review. Keep up what you're doing.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're ready to go to the Lawrence County Jail.
Okay, we've got some hearings to do at the jail. We're doing this by teleconference.
State of Ohio versus Kenny M. Ingalls at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24546, and Lisa Moore is on deck.
Okay, so Gio's here. Okay, we'll go on to some hearings here. We'll get Gio online.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Kazee, Case number CRB 24489, here.
This is Mr. Stratton's case for pretrial.
Hey, Brett. Hey, we just got the restitution amount. Your Honor, we've been waiting on the restitution amount, which we got today from the prosecutor's office. We're going to probably set this for another pretrial. Let's see if we can pay that restitution. How do you think you can pay that? That's it? That's all? That's all. No. A couple weeks, Mom? Okay. Maybe set it out for about a month, allow her time to pay that, and then I think we'll be able to resolve this case.
November 8th?
November 8th, yes. I'll put it on here, how much it is.
There's a time waiver.
Yes, we'll waive time.
November the 8th, pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, for the benefit of the gentleman who's here as the victim in this matter, we have obtained a figure for restitution. There was a dog bite, so we passed that on to the defendant. And I believe that Mr. Stratton needs to consult with his client a little bit about us wanting that to get paid promptly as part of this resolution.
I understood that was agreed, it was going to be paid here.
Yeah, we're going to get that paid. We just need about a month to pay it. So those are.
We have a figure.
I just looked at it.
We do. $930.47. That's the amount that was not covered by insurance.
Yes, the rest was covered by insurance. Yes. So I gave her the amount, Your Honor. So we'll. How do you want her to pay that to the court?
Pay it to the court.
Okay.
That way there's a record of it.
So just get this.
First, pay it to the complaint party. And you.
Okay.
So the case will be set for another pretrial. November the 8th, so this gentleman, you're always welcome to be here. You don't have to be here since we have your restitution amount. That's up to you. Anything else?
No, that's it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, November the 8th, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus William B. Baker, case number CRB 24332. William Baker. William Baker.
Mr. Baker's here, Your Honor. He's at RRS, so he's in the courtroom.
Got a report from RRS.
Your Honor, he's doing very well. He's remained compliant.
Okay. Good report.
Yeah, very good report.
I'll stay on my proceed on this. We're looking for a plea, I'll take it.
This is set for sentencing.
Oh, it's already been approved.
They've already been approved, yes.
Okay. I didn't make a note of that. So the defendant is pleading guilty to the underlying charge?
Yes, Your Honor. We've I don't know whether this is set for a pretrial today. It should be set for sentencing, Your Honor.
Are we ready to do that, or do you want to keep having monitoring of this progress before completing sentence?
I think it's up to the prosecutor how they want to proceed, whether they want to.
Reading, maybe not so much in between the lines, but it says that he's shown more recent progress overcoming barriers related to his relapse proneness, and so it may be that he needs to be looked over just a little bit longer. We want to make sure that this ends up being a benefit for him.
Yes.
So maybe one more.
Okay. Let's go 6 weeks out then this next time.
Okay.
So that's going to put us toward the end of November.
Yes. You ready?
22nd or 25th, Mr. Sutton?
22nd will be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, that's Friday, November 22nd. And this should be on the sentencing document.
Yes.
Be sentencing 10 o'clock on November 22nd.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, good work. Mr. Baker, keep it up.
State of Ohio versus Kenny Ingalls at the Lawrence County Jail.
All right, we're on to the jail for a hearing. This will be actually an arraignment. All right, sir, you're Kenny Ingalls?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ingalls, this is Judge Capper of the Lawrence County Municipal Court, Chesapeake. This is your arraignment. You have a right, excuse me. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bond, to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yeah.
This is a theft from Walmart charge. It's alleged that on August the 15th, you purposely tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the charge?
At this time, I'd like to plead not guilty and ask for a bond, because I'm taking care of an 82-year-old mother.
Okay, do you have, you're not working?
No, sir. I've been a whole year without, if you remember, I got out of prison October 3rd last year, and I haven't had income for that entire time. I believe the deficit is $25. Something to eat, something to drink. But I'll tell you, I get my first check, I can square things up this morning.
All right, I'm going to appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. Entering a not guilty plea. Where are you living when you're not in jail, Mr. Ingalls?
I live with my 82-year-old mother.
In South Point?
Yes, sir.
Township Road 1019?
Pardon?
Is that Township Road 1019? South?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, 295 Township Road 1019.
What's the state's position on bond?
We're not opposed to an OR bond. However, the notes I had were that we were here on September the 20th. I'm thinking maybe he hadn't been served at that time. Not sure.
No, I haven't been served at all.
Apparently I wasn't here either. It's not my handwriting. It says a capias was issued then.
Well, anyway.
I got picked up Friday.
We're okay with an OR.
Your Honor, I would then ask for an OR bond, set this at a date convenient to the court so I can file discovery and we can get this case moving.
$1,000 OR bond.
Do you have a phone number, sir?
I only have my sister's phone. That is 304-412-3514.
I didn't catch those last four.
3514.
3514?
04.
Okay, I'm glad I asked.
Okay. I thought one for 21st or after.
If I get just 1 second, I'm putting this into my phone. Of October, I'm assuming?
Yes.
I'm unavailable on the 21st. I'm available thereafter, pretty much any court day.
October 25th. Okay, Mr. Ingalls, you're going to get out of jail today. You got to be in court on October 25th. This is going to be your only notice of that. So that's 2.5 weeks.
Okay, I've been paid for the last 23 months, I still pay something.
Well, I'm going to, is this a cell phone? You give me a number?
Yes, it's not just a cell phone.
Okay, I'll send her a text message and ask her to get you in touch with me when you get out of jail, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, that's on October 25th, is the next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Lisa Moore, Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 24595. Kimberly D. Trout is on that.
Lisa Moore is represented by Mr. Starr.
Yeah, this is my case, Your Honor. We were here Friday. She was screened. There were some substances in her screen that weren't really what we want to see there. There was talk of getting her into treatment with TCC. They said they'd be more comfortable if she spent the weekend in jail, so I'm assuming they're able to take her now.
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Moore, you still willing to go to treatment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll enter an order releasing you for inpatient treatment at the counseling center. And we'll come back to monitor your progress.
There are co-defendants in this, Your Honor. I don't know if it matters to keep them together because I don't think it's a situation where that's really what we're dealing with, but just raising that issue in case it's something that matters to the court.
Okay, this is the Brian Montroso fiasco. I guess I should say. How about November 4th?
I have a jury trial November 4, Your Honor. I'm available the 1st or the 8th.
November 1st. Okay, Ms. Moore, I'll see you on November 1st, hopefully with a good report that you're doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. How they tell you. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly D. Trout, case number CRB 24252. Mark A. Turner is on that.
Kimberly Trout. Kimberly Trout, your lawyer is not here today. Mr. Scott.
Okay.
It's alleged that you failed to appear for a sentencing hearing back in July.
I was in jail, sir, that's why I didn't come to court. I would have showed up if I could have.
Okay, so that was a sentencing hearing. So you'd already entered a guilty plea.
Yes, I was going to pay 6 months probation, $107 fine, paid $107 off. And I think that's what we were going to pay.
Okay, since you've already pled guilty, I'm going to order that you submit to a urine screen.
Okay, I can submit an entry.
Okay, I'll have you back after I get the results.
Okay, is there any way I can get out of jail today?
Maybe. I want to see what your urine has in it first.
Okay, well, I do have to tell you that out of jail was given this box and that's all it's in.
Okay, well, let's see. I'll see you back after you do your urine screen.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Mark A. Turner, the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 24638. William A. Hatfield is on deck.
Sir, are you Mark A. Turner? Mr. Turner, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing on what's called a Rule 4 hearing. The state of Ohio is alleging that you have a warrant for your arrest in the Common Police Court in Franklin County, that's Columbus, and that they want to send you to Franklin County on these charges. Now, you've got some rights I need to tell you about. You've got a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, everything we say is on the record. It can be used against you if you admit something. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail, make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things? The state's alleging that you've got a charge of having a weapon under disability in Franklin County, and that's a felony of the 3rd degree. They want you brought to that court on these charges. You understand that? You can have we can have a hearing about it here, not whether you did or didn't have a weapon under disability, but whether Franklin County has a good reason to ask you be returned to their jurisdiction. That would be the only issue before this court. If you want to have a hearing, you have a right to that, and you have a right to have an attorney appointed to represent you. You can waive that. If you waive your Rule 4 hearing, then I'm going to order that either you go turn yourself in after posting a bond, or I'll order Franklin County to come down here and get you and take you back to Columbus. So how do you want to proceed? Do you want to have a hearing in this court, or do you want to go to Columbus? Okay, I didn't understand what you said. Okay, you're broke, but do you want to agree to go to Columbus, or do you want to have a hearing in this court? You want to go to Columbus, okay. So what you have to do is sign this waiver. I would set bond on a felony 3. I'm going to set bond at $5,000, and you're telling me you can't post that. Okay, so I'm going to say you got to post it right now, which you can't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give, now I'm not going to give you an OR bond, it's too serious. So you're going to stay in jail till Columbus, Franklin County comes and gets you. I'll give them a week to come pick you up. So I can give him, well, it's actually going to be 8 days because next Monday is a holiday. So I'm going to give them until Franklin County's to pick you up by 8 a.m. on the 15th. Well, if they don't show up, then I could let you out of jail then. So if they don't show up, I'll see you again, just like we are now, on the 15th by teleconference, and I'll decide what we're going to do then. Usually, 90% of the time, you'll already be in Franklin County, and I won't have to deal with that. If you're in the jail, then I'll have to deal with it then. So the jailer can let Franklin County authorities know he's available now, immediately, to be picked up. And if he's still in our jail at 10 a.m. on the 15th, I'll see him by teleconference. Okay, that's all, sir.
State of Ohio versus William A. Hatfield, case number CRB 24608. Brian Montroso is on deck.
Jessica Hatfield.
William Hatfield, Mr. Steyer is the attorney, and this is set as a pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor. I've just heard back from Mr. Hatfield's parole officer. He is in jail under an APA hold. I'm not sure if we've actually bonded him at this point or not. Off the top of my head, I can't recall if we gave him an OR bond just to allow the APA to deal with him.
Well, somebody wrote salary, and it's not my handwriting, on bond, they wrote in salaries, so I don't know, let me check and see if there's something in the file.
Oh, no, Your Honor, I take that back. I recall what happened. He actually posted a bond.
Yes.
And then when he appeared here pursuant to that bond, the APA had placed a holder on him and asked to have him taken into custody.
Okay.
I've spoken to the APA.
He has a bond up.
He does have a bond up. Just misremembered what was going on. I apologize. However, I spoke to his parole officer today. His parole officer says he's going to be released from their holder today, which his bond has never been revoked. So, I mean, unless there's something else holding him, which I'm unaware of, he is set to be able to get out today at some point of jail. The state, we discussed, I guess the alleged victim here has said that due to his having being on parole, or post-release control in this case, I guess, she doesn't necessarily want a conviction, but she does want to keep the protective order in place. So what the state and I had discussed, and we said, well, we don't know what we can do with him being under parole holder, but if he's not under the parole holder, I'm going to go ahead and propose that we maybe consider a 90-day continuance on this matter. And if he does well, there's no further problems, and court costs are paid down the road, that the state might then consider dismissing it. And I'm not asking the state to commit to that today, just putting it forward as a possibility. With his situation, I believe if he were to get a conviction, that would trigger problems with the adult parole authority. So he would be highly motivated in that case, I believe, to make sure there's no further problems. And the temporary protective order would remain in effect at least until the victim says otherwise, but possibly throughout the continuance.
Mr. Gill.
There's at least an indication that substance abuse might be at the root of all of this. So we're okay with him being released today, but we believe that he needs to be assessed for that. And that might help him with the parole authority ultimately also.
Do you have a medical card, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
And are you willing to be assessed and to take what follow-up care is indicated?
Yes, sir. I spoke with my mother about it, about going to the OVP or, something like that to be able to go into treatment somewhere.
Well, we have various people here at the court today. If the judge wants to select somebody to have contact him, we have no objection to that. I mean, I think really we can just set another date. If we want to set one a little bit closer just to check on the treatment situation, we can. But the bond's already in place, so.
Well, what I'd like to do, I think it's, my philosophy is strike while the iron's hot. The iron's hot right now as far as getting him into treatment. So rather than let him out and then say, well, down the road you go to treatment.
Right.
Let's have, Brianna, can you call down and do an assessment with him and.
For inpatient or outpatient?
Well, I guess that's to be determined.
Yeah, I would just, the assessment, he understands he has to do what you guys indicate, so if inpatient's indicated, he'll do that, if outpatient's indicated, he'll do that. Then I'd ask to have this matter recalled, Your Honor.
Yes, so Mr. Hatfield, a representative from OVP is going to call you, do an assessment, and then after that happens, we'll come back, have you on teleconference again, we'll decide how that's going to go forward and what your terms of your bond's going to be. I mean, you've already got a bond posted, but I may put some additional terms on that, like following treatment plan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Brian Montroso at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24499, A, B, and C, CRB 1733, CRB 15543, A and B, CRB 14593.
All right, Mr. Montroso is actually serving a sentence from this court, and I believe he also has some orders from common pleas.
Yes, Your Honor, I was contacted by the jail that Judge Ballard had ordered him ankle monitored into inpatient treatment. Now, we have an order for 30 days in jail on him, and they were
requesting that that be changed to where he could go to rehab.
Mr. Hill?
I think he believed today, since it's been in 24 days.
He's only got 6 days left.
Yes, right.
We're not opposed to that.
All right, Mr. Montroso, is that what you want to do? You want to get a treatment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll defer the last 6 days and hold it over your head. So if you mess up, at least I can do that much, 6 more days in jail, in addition to whatever Judge Ballard does. I'm going to assume he's got some kind of power over you too. So I'll lift the holder on your jail sentence today, where you comply with Judge Ballard's orders with regard to treatment, and set a review. And you know where you're going to be going? I'm sorry.
Southern Hope.
Okay, well, they're close. So, let's set it for a hearing, just to follow and see where you are, November 25th. You're welcome. I'll set it as a pretrial on review for November 25th. It'll be the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Your Honor, we have some recalls at Lawrence County Jail, but we're not ready for those yet.
Okay, we've got some people we're going to come back to at the jail, but we're not ready to do that, so we'll go back here to in-court proceedings, then we'll go back to the jail later.
State of Ohio versus Julian F. Miller, case number CRB 24642.
This is actually for arraignment, Julian Miller. Sir, you're Julian Miller?
Yes, sir.
They'll send you a copy of the charge. The charge alleges that at Fayette Township on October the 5th, you were the parent, guardian, custodian, or person in control of a child under the age of 18, and that you created a substantial risk to the health, safety of that child by violating a duty of care, protection, or support. That's endangering children. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You wish to have a lawyer appointed to represent you?
I will get my own lawyer.
Okay.
And plus, your prosecutors knows what's going on.
Well, I don't make the charging decision.
I know, sir. I'm just saying, they know what's going on.
Still wish to go forward with the case then?
Well, you know, the report leaves a lot of questions. As far, I want to know all the facts. What I've got here, I think we substantiate the charge, but there's probably more to it, and we want to know that. So if he has an attorney, that's going to be helpful to us. Or if he chooses not to have an attorney, I'll speak to him directly.
Okay. Well, let's set it out for a pretrial, and then you can have some discussions with the prosecutor, either yourself directly, or if you hire an attorney through your attorney.
I am on a fixed income, so.
Well, if you're on a fixed income, I can appoint a lawyer for you.
Oh, I tried that before. They don't try for you after, if they don't get paid by, out of my pocket. So I tried that.
That's your choice. If you don't want a court-appointed attorney, I'm not.
I do not want one.
Okay.
Because y'all don't get your money's worth out of that.
All right, let's set it for October, 2 weeks, October 21st. That'll be the next hearing.
Okay.
October 21st for a pretrial at 10 o'clock. I'm going to let you sign well, he's got a bond up. You posted a bond already, so your bond's continued that you posted. Do you have any questions, Mr. Miller?
No, sir, not at this point.
All right. October 21st at 10 o'clock. Be back here for your next hearing.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus James A. Kelly Jr., case number CRB 24152, A and B.
Your Honor, this was set for a 90-day,
Yes, 90 days, no cost is what I have.
that is what I have, 90 days, no cost, Your Honor.
State still willing to dismiss?
Your Honor, may we approach for a second?
Yes. This case will be novel.
Well, I have it case number again.
24-152 A and B.
State of Ohio versus Otis L. Sexton, case number CRB 24539, A and B. Otis Sexton.
Your Honor, Mr. Sexton should be online. He's at River City Correctional out of Cincinnati. That's where, this was a gentleman that the jail had released to APA. APA had placed him in River City. And we have a
co-defendant, Denise Sexton.
State of Ohio versus Denise K. Sexton, case number CRB 24538.
Okay, Mr. Steyer represents Denise Sexton. Mr. Stratton represents Otis Sexton.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Sexton, your attorney is present.
yes.
So, Your Honor, regarding Miss Sexton, we're not at a point where we've got this thing worked out, but I think there may be some potential to get something figured out on it. I'd like to request at least one more pre-trial, and then we'll make a decision if we want to go with a trial date or get things worked out. So, but I don't know what's the situation on the other case is, because obviously it's a little bit more complicated.
Mr. Sexton, how long are you there?
Up to 6 months.
Up to 6 months, Your Honor, so I think a resolution, if we resolve it, we're going to resolve it with probably something that's going to be able to be done by video. So I say we just set for another pretrial. How long down the road?
Yeah, is Monday or Friday better for you because of work?
I work both days.
Okay, so
I work Monday through Saturday.
okay. Well, in that case then, Your Honor, an upcoming court date that's convenient that we're both available is fine. We can make something work.
About a month out, or how long?
A month is probably not a bad idea, honestly, Your Honor. So on the 4th, which is about a month out, I have a jury trial. I am available the 8th or the 1st. We said something else the 1st earlier.
First would be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, November 1st. And Mr. Sexton can appear by teleconference on the 1st of November, just like he is today.
All right, thank you.
As long as he's in the same facility.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Sexton, we're done. November 1st.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Tracy Phillips, case number CRB 22-599. Tracy Phillips.
Mr. Schrader.
I'm on here, I'm on the TV.
Okay. Okay. And your attorney is here, Mr. Schrader.
Your Honor, we don't have this case resolved. We need to just get the video on it, on this case, so we just have to be set for another pretrial, maybe that November 1st date.
Mr. Hill.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm on the screen right now, Your Honor.
Oh, we see you.
Okay.
We're continuing your case to November 1st. It's my understanding there's a video or something your lawyer wants to look at.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, so November 1st, pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Okay, that's great.
You can appear then by teleconference.
I want that one where if you give me a call later on today, and I'll let them come in the same.
Yes, I'll call you later on today.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Emily A. Smith, case number CRB 23-627. Emily Smith.
Your Honor, I would assume that Emily would have appeared by video. She's at Eagle Creek, if you recall.
Is that the Arkesville Associated Facility?
Yeah, it's called Eagle Creek in Owington, Kentucky. She left there.
That was my understanding. She left against medical advice.
Okay.
Yes, I have actually in the file. I've got an email to Ms. Bledsoe, a copy of it, dated October 3rd. Client left hospital AMA. Yes. And prior to that, on September 30th, in that chain, it said, Emily Smith came from Bellefonte to Yellow Banks in Owensboro. So she was, that's the same facility you're talking about, she was there, and then just 4 days later, it's like she left the facility.
Yeah, she was there on the 20th, so I guess, and she's not here today, so.
Yeah, she's, in my opinion, in great danger.
Your Honor, it probably will be that I will file a motion for competency on her when she's back in custody, and then we'll probably have to talk about putting her at ADH.
Okay. Today, I'll issue a warrant for her for failure to appear and for leaving treatment.
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Destiny Pratt, case number CRB 24520. Destiny Pratt.
Your Honor, I have not heard from Ms. Pratt, so.
Mr. Stratt's case, pre-trial, she has a bond up.
Mr. Sowards?
Yes. Yes, she posted a bond on August the 18th of this year. So I will notify Mr. Sowards that she's failed to appear today by sending him a text.
I sent him a text also, Your Honor.
So let's set a bond forfeiture. October 28th.
Yes, that's fine, Your Honor.
Warrant should be issued today.
So now, I'm getting telemarketers on this. All right, this is just today.
State of Ohio versus Richard L. Taylor Jr., case number CRB 24469.
Mr. Stratt's case, pre-trial.
Okay. There'll be a little bit of consideration. Your Honor, this is an assault case. I understand that the state is willing to reduce it down to an M4 disorderly and us to plead guilty to that charge.
Okay.
Well,
Is that correct, Mr. G?
we discussed the possibility of that. However, we haven't had a chance to run that by the victim at this time, but we will.
So, want to try and do that today or come back for another hearing?
We can we do that today, Jasmine? We can give that a try, so we might as well try to do that.
Was this recall, Your Honor?
Okay. Mr. Taylor, your case will be recalled, let the prosecutor try to get a hold of the complaining person.
Okay. Well, we've already discussed this previously, just recently, so
Mr. Taylor.
So this is a situation where we probably need to either have a plea or a trial. If there were to be a plea, we would recommend a suspended 10-day jail sentence in order to stay away from the victim, Ms. McGuffin.
Are we in agreement with the disorderly?
No, we'd need to do an assault.
Oh, well, we just had a trial then. It wasn't a discussion in the back, so.
Well, I mean, I told you that we would have to check with the victim, but we've already done that, so.
I'll write it down for you.
Okay, we could do for trial the 21st or 25th in October. If that doesn't work, we'll go in November.
25th would be fine.
October 25th for trial, starting at noon.
State of Ohio versus Michael L. Kelly Jr., case number CRB 24437. Michael Kelly Jr.
Your Honor, I'm not sure where Mr. Tilley is. He was supposed to have a letter from Mahajan today.
Yes. He has a bond up also. At least that's my note.
Guess we're gonna keep Mr. Sowards busy today.
Yeah. He does. Posted on July 13th. So there'll be a bond, a bench warrant issued today. Go here. What did I say, October 28th? Bond-
Yes. Yeah, October 28th.
Bond forfeiture hearing October 28th. I'll notify Mr. Sowers by text.
Yeah, I notified
Mr.
him
Tilley failed to
today.
appear.
Let me see.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Eric C. Workman, case number TRC 241384, A, B, and C. Eric Workman.
It's Mr. Stratton's case, pre-trial.
Your Honor, we received the results today of the urine screen, so I'm not sure where Mr. Workman is. Hopefully it's not another bond of Mr. Sowers. Okay.
He had signed an OR bond.
Okay.
So, and he's out of state, so one thing we need to start doing on this, so the bench warrant, but we also need to do a license suspension, so that he'll get his West Virginia license.
Yeah, we should do that. Yes.
Y'all ready to approach?
Yes.
Go ahead and take it. That's okay.
State of Ohio versus Kaya Maynard, case number CRB 24478.
He is not set until 12, Your Honor.
Your Honor, it's set till 12. Yes.
Okay,
Mr.
we'll
Strahan has
pass.
to be called.
We'll pass it until later.
State of Ohio versus Scott D. Taylor, case number TRC 241941.
Mr. Morford's case, pre-trial.
May we approach?
Yes.
May I approach as well, Your Honor?
Yeah. It's in the docket for, but it's also on a pre-trial.
Right. We have to continue to increase our judge. We just got Friday, late Friday, the video.
Well, that's fine.
And I able to review that. Thank you, Judge.
All right, so counsel informed me, Mr. Taylor, you'd like another court-appointed lawyer, so here's the way this works. You can hire whoever you want, but when you get a court-assigned counsel, that's who you get. You don't get to pick and choose. So if you want another attorney, you can hire whoever you can afford to represent you, but you can't hire your court-appointed counsel and get another court-appointed counsel. So it's my understanding there's been a video produced today. I mean, do you want to hire, are you going to hire another attorney, or how do you want to proceed?
I'm gonna have to.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna have to have, look,
You're going to hire him then? You're going to pay him?
yes, I'm gonna have to make arrangements to where, I had 2 cars blow up in the last 4 days. We've had, it's just me and my mother. My brother just died at 66. You know, he served in the United States Marine Corps for 20 years. And, you know, this is when all this happened. I relapsed and I drank a couple beers that night before I went to Pizza Hut. And I have all my medication files here. I went to every...
Sir, I would tell you, you probably ought not to be saying anything.
I'm being my own lawyer, my own mechanic. I mean, Jesus. I mean, you know, and then taking care of Ma. She's never heard a word you said, Mr. Capper. She can't hear.
Okay, well, it's my understanding that this video needs to be reviewed either with Mr. Morford as your existing lawyer, or you can hire another lawyer if you wish, but you're going to have to hire that lawyer. I'm not going to allow you to pick and choose and
Oh, I'm not trying to get out here mow down little kids or anything. I drive for, I drive for Ma, and that's it. We have nobody else. We have nobody else, Judge Capper. My Aunt Shirley lives in Logan, and her car is broke down. They were going to take her in. Ma, she can't hear me.
Mr. Taylor, I'm sorry for your circumstances,
I've got
but it's not really relevant to the case.
I understand, sir.
So let's come back, and you'll need to make a decision whether you want Mr. Morford to continue to represent you, or you're going to hire somebody else to do that.
All right, Mr. Luke.
You're going to hire him. You're going to pay him.
Yes, sir. I'm going to try.
Well,
I
you
got
can
a
talk to
vehicle.
him about that. That's up to you and Mr. Steiner to make those arrangements. Just in case that's going to happen, Mr. Steiner,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you could hear all this.
I did.
I'm going to set it at a date when you potentially could be available, as is Mr. Morford, because it looks like we're in a sort of a transition, perhaps. I don't know if he will hire you or that will work out. So I'm thinking at least a couple weeks. You say you had a jury trial or something?
I have a jury trial the 21st. I'm available the 25th and the 28th.
Okay, how about the 25th, Mr. Morford? Are you available that day?
I am, Judge.
Okay, October 25th will be the next hearing at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Yes, sure. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Heather Crager, case number CRB 24104 and CRB 19742.
Krager is at hometown. Mr. Morford's her lawyer.
I think we're just getting started there, Judge.
That's correct. She's been there since Friday.
Yeah, we got her Friday. But
How'd the weekend go?
She seems to be adjusting now.
Okay. Well, I guess I can say this, because I don't think orange looks good on hardly anybody. I know it doesn't look good on me, but you look, just from the last time I saw you on Friday, you look so much better.
Thank you.
So hopefully you're on the right track and in a place where they can help you. And you got an ankle monitor on, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to keep it on for a while until I'm convinced that we don't need it anymore. November 4th? That's a Monday, first Monday in November?
That's good with me, Judge.
Okay, November 4th will be your next hearing date. Be a pretrial. Okay, Ms. Prager, good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Chelsea Ian Hankins, case number CRA 24223.
This is Mr. Morford's case from Union.
Did you get a
Yes, I'm there.
What is your available phone number for you?
740-442-5287.
Okay, I tried to call you.
Police and the sheriff's department.
They have these yours.
They had this one too, because I've called them 3 times.
Well, that's just what's in the report, I'm sorry.
I called them 3 times trying to find my truck. They said they didn't know where I was. They haven't hired since 7 July. They still don't know how long they have. I called them 3 times. I heard they had it in your email. And all this time I didn't know nothing about it.
Now, this says that it happened on April the 12th. Okay. And,
No, I called them 4 times trying to find my truck.
we gotta get it released to you.
They told me to talk to the judge because there's a punishment case. He said that he could wait for me to get it out.
Okay. So, Your Honor, I have Mr. Webb here, and we didn't have a good phone number for him before, but we do now. And he says that his vehicle is in the impound lot in Ironton.
In Ironton's, the city police impound lot.
So, not exactly sure how that worked, and then have her charged here. But we would request an order of the court allowing that vehicle to be released to him without payment of impound cost.
Okay.
And it is wrecked.
So it'll need to be towed, or is it drivable?
No, they said it's drivable, but the airbags are deployed and it's got a big dent down the side of it, I guess. I haven't seen the truck.
So we'll have to get information from you about what it would cost to repair it.
Okay.
If the airbags are deployed, I don't know that it's drivable.
The cop said, the impound gentleman said it was drivable. I guess because the airbags are where they're at, they didn't hit the windshield or nothing like that. But he did say it was drivable. That's what the police department man told me down there at the lot.
Was she involved with it getting to the Ironton police?
Do what?
Was she involved with it getting there? I mean, was she in control of it at that time?
As far as I know, I let her borrow my truck. She said she'd have it for an hour. After that, I don't know what happened to it. That's all I know. And I reported Friday evening. I called the sheriff's department Friday evening, the day that they took it. They had it and reported it not there. They made me wait till Sunday, 48 hours. Then I filed charges of being stolen. Other than that, I have no idea.
All right, Mr. Hielding, you'll prepare an entry with regard to release of the vehicle.
I will.
Mr. Morford, do you have any input or care about
Judge,
that issue?
On that issue, no, but my client swears
I would like to.
up and down that a gentleman by the name of William Sexton is the one who took this truck.
Right.
The state has video showing him do that. He's currently incarcerated in Lawrence County Jail in a multiple count indictment.
No, I don't have no idea who he is.
Rudd, he was the one who called you. I would like to speak. Sean DeLong is actually the one who bought the truck, and he got charged with grand theft auto on this truck of his. Sean DeLong is actually fighting for the case right now.
Like I said, I don't know the other guy. I have no idea. All I know is she called me and asked me to borrow the truck
Yes.
to haul a bed.
And the day that we went to go get,
Wait.
I'm sorry,
Listen,
I'm sorry.
You should discuss this with your attorney. Everything that you say,
Yes,
she's
sir.
a defendant. Everything you say is on the record. It
Yes,
can be
sir.
used against you later, so.
Yes, sir.
You probably should talk this over with your lawyer.
Yes, I-
Then
I-
it's not,
I,
you can't, it's not,
Yes,
what you
sir.
say to him is privilege now.
yes,
so.
sir.
So, Your Honor, we're kind of in a little bit of a situation here because of the fact that we didn't have good contact information for Mr. Webb, and he's here today, but we haven't really had a chance to even talk to him about this. One thing I'm going to do today is to help him get his car back, and then we are going to need to have a discussion about whether we intend for this to go to the grand jury or keep it here, or exactly what needs to happen. So what we would want to do is just continue it a week and give us some time to figure out some things.
Mr. Morford? you
I'm
agree
okay with
that?
that. And we wait time as well, Judge.
Okay, so the defendant agrees with continuing the matter, keep it in this court while the state figures out whether it wants to go forward to the grand jury or not. So that's actually going to be next week. There is no court on Monday, the court will be on Tuesday the 15th. Okay, so we'll set the next hearing for October 15th. For preliminary hearing. Defendant waives time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we're back to the jail.
State of Ohio recalls Mark Turner at the Lawrence County Jail with a new case number CRA 24643, and Kimberly Trapp is on deck.
Okay. All right, Mr. Turner, so apparently there's charges here against you. Is that correct? Yeah, you got a charge here now, so all that I told you about you going to Columbus, that's out the window. So you got a charge here you got to deal with now. I was not told that before, so. You've got a charge of aggravated possession of drugs. It's alleged that at Perry Township on October the 6th, you knowingly were in possession of methamphetamine, a Schedule II substance, in an amount that was 5 times the bulk amount, but less than 50 times the bulk amount, 16.5 grams. So that's a felony of the 2nd degree. Maximum penalty for that is 8 years in jail, $15,000 fine. So you've already told me you don't have a job, so I know you don't have any money. Mr. Steyer?
I'm here, Your Honor.
I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Turner. So,
I thought that we had a felony, I didn't catch the degree, Your Honor.
F2. F2 because of the amount of methamphetamine. Yeah. He has a holder also out of Franklin County Common Police Department. He had previously waived, so that's, obviously that's revoked. He cannot go to Franklin County. I don't believe the state wants that to happen now. So, jailers listening in, if you already contacted Franklin County, they need to be told now that there's a holder here, so he cannot go to Franklin County to list the resolve. I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent him on the charges in this court. And he came into custody probably on the 6th, I would say, a little soon, which was yesterday. So it looks like next Tuesday for preliminary hearing.
I looked at the wrong Tuesday. I'm on the docket next Tuesday anyway, so that works out.
October 15th.
I was just asked to have this set that day. I don't know if, was a bond set on them?
No, he said he couldn't post any bond. I did set a bond, but it was
Okay.
5,000.
And I'm assuming then that the
But
state
it
would
wasn't on this case.
wish a cash and surety bond on this matter. Then I'm gonna leave the matter of bond. I'm gonna waive the matter of bond for the moment and ask to be able to deal with that next week.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to set it 10,000 cash or surety.
Your Honor, he came in on the 7th, one of the matters, but he came in on the 7th.
Okay, yeah. So we'd still have to do it on the 15th to get it within 10 days. Okay, October 15th will be preliminary hearing. His waiver on the rule 4 is canceled. Mr. Sauer, I'll appoint you to represent him on that issue also.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I guess you'll just contact him at the jail.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of him.
Mr. Turner, your lawyer's going to talk to you over the phone there at the jail.
Who do you guys have next?
Excuse me?
Who do you have up next?
Kimberly Trout and then William Hatfield.
Okay, I've got another case coming up, so it's going to be a few minutes before I can call you, sir.
Okay, that's all with Mr. Turner.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly D. Trout on recall to Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24252. William A. Hatfield was on that.
Okay, so your screen is for buprenorphine. Do you have a prescription for that?
Yes, so I didn't treat this yet.
Okay, I didn't know they did buprenorphine. They do methadone.
Yeah, they use the box and it went down outside.
Okay. Well, that's better than the last time I screened you.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me again, you missed the hearing way back in July, where you said you were in jail all that time?
Yes, sir.
Western Regional or where?
Western Regional Jail. My court date was on the 12th. I got picked up on the 7th.
And do you still have court proceedings pending over in Carroll County? Or what county is it?
Carroll.
You still have court proceedings over there?
Yeah.
So when do you have to be back in court in Carroll County?
November the 13th.
November?
Yes.
Did they order you into treatment? Did they order you into treatment or to continue treatment?
No, I continue my option.
Okay. All right, sir, who are you?
I'm her husband. I just
Okay.
want to let you know they didn't put the trial yet for that. They're going to.
So they transferred you from Western Regional over here?
No, actually, Wood County. They picked me up, noticed I had a warrant, and then Wood County put me here. But they picked me up from Wood County.
Now, do you have charges in common police court here too? Across the street?
No.
Just this charge is the only charge you have?
It's just charged in Cabell County.
So Boyd County's cleared up?
Yes, I don't have to charge it.
Okay. And Mr. Scott was your attorney. Okay, so what I'll do, did Mr. Sowers come and get you at Western Regional, or how did you get, or at Boyd County, how did you get from Boyd County to our jail?
Well, I got out of West Regional, and then Wood County picked me up, and yeah, and then
But how'd you get from Boyd County? Did he come and get you, or how'd you get over there?
you all come and got me.
Okay, the sheriff actually did.
Yes.
And if you're not in jail, you're gonna be with your husband? You're gonna be living with your husband if you're not in jail?
Yes, sir. I want to go home, my husband, my kids.
Is that Walker's Branch?
No. It's Huntington.
He's got a new address for you.
You don't live in Walker's Branch anymore? That's Huntington too, but.
Yeah, it's still Huntington, just like
It's-
down the road.
It's pretty close to Wayne County. It probably runs into Wayne County, doesn't it, Walker's Branch Road?
It's 10th Avenue now in Huntington, West Virginia. 10th Avenue is what she's saying.
That's where you live now?
Yes.
What's your current address, do you know it?
2031 10th Avenue, Huntington. We're going to be staying out of the place.
Okay, you still have a bond up. I'm going to release you, and we'll try to set it. Your attorney's not here today, so I got to set it on a date. Scott.
So I can get out today?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you so much.
Let's set it for November 4th, and we'll notify him that you're going to be on the docket then.
Okay.
For a
That's
sentencing
perfect.
hearing. I'll lift the holder, but you still have a bond up, so if you don't show up, the bail bondsman will come get you.
I'll show up for the dog.
Okay, so your husband's gonna pick you up at the jail.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. November the 4th, the first Monday in November is your next hearing.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be here for sure.
10 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus William A. Hatfield on recall at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24608. William Hatfield.
This is Mr. Steyer's case. He's evaluated by OVP.
So he does not qualify for inpatient, and he had informed our intake team that he was already a patient at OVP in Proctorville less than 30 days ago, so he can just return there for outpatient.
Okay. Mr. Hill, do you have any input? There is an order of protection in place, and you wanted that to stay in place.
We do, yeah. Is this the one that the APA was?
Yeah, the APA's finished with him.
They're going to lift their hold.
Right.
Yeah, we're okay with him doing that today.
Okay, so that reinstates your bond. You already have a bond out, Mr. Hatfield. That's going to take effect, but you're going to get out of jail.
Now, I don't know if they've lifted it yet or are going to lift it, so there may be like a time of day they want him released. I don't know the details. I was just told he's being released today.
There's still a hold.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a new date when you have to come back to court. I want you to continue with your treatment at OVP Proctorville on an outpatient basis, and that'll only help you on both your parole and here at the court, either way. Get good reports. I think you said 21st is bad for you.
Yeah, I'm unavailable the 21st, but I'm here 28th, 25th, 18th.
Let's do the 25th.
25th.
October 25th, Mr. Hatfield, is your next hearing. October 25th, that is the last Friday in October.
And Mr. Hatfield, your mother contacted me. I'm going to let her know that we expect that you'll get out today. And I'll also let her know the court date so that we know that somebody has it written down.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes up.
State of Ohio versus Terry J. Aldridge, case number CRA 24554.
Mr. Stratton's case, Mr. Aldridge has been to OVP.
Yes, so he did complete his assessment and was ordered to come back for weekly appointments. They just informed me that he has missed a couple of appointments, so he needs to start attending those.
Yeah, my father had surgery.
How many? Just a couple?
2.
Just missed 2? Okay. Your Honor, this is a possession.
That's no problem.
So,
Okay.
If they're willing to keep him, then we're okay with continuing to.
yeah, he'll,
Okay, let's go to,
I did. She said that. Oh, well, it was
November 8th.
that's a bad week for me, Your Honor.
Okay. 15th,
Yes.
November 15th.
November?
Next year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah. When's a good time? Okay, thank you. Have a great day, Aaron.
Two.
State of Ohio recalls Eric Workman, case number PRC 241384, A, B, and C.
Your Honor, I had Mr. Workman assessed by OVP.
Well, he was assessed, I believe, by Bobby, but he needs outpatient, so
Yeah.
he's scheduled with OVP to be seen on Wednesday for his assessment.
So what we had planned on doing today, we got the results of the urine analysis. We plan on entering a plea today, Your Honor, maybe set up for sentencing and see how he does, and then go from there.
Okay. So I'll cancel, I had previously said a warrant should issue a license suspension for not being here earlier, so I canceled that.
Yes.
So he's entering a guilty plea today, is that correct?
Yes, we'll enter a guilty plea.
And there was 3 charges, A, B, and C. So that's OVI, driving under suspension, and being left to sentence.
Yes, we're going to guilty plea all those, Your Honor, as that sentence is put off.
Do you agree then, Mr. Workman, with what your
Yes.
lawyer? And you've got a Walker Branch. Walker's Branch is like a really popular place to live.
Not a good place to live. It's right on, all the houses are right on the road.
I rode my bike out Walker Branch. I know where it is.
You're brave. Everybody flies down through there.
Yeah, those are dangerous roads to ride on.
24-1384. There's some hills out that way too, right? No, all these people that are going out Walker's Branch, when they get like 7 bicycles in a row, they're really, really respectful, and they love, they're in their pickup trucks, they love that we're out there on our bicycles. They absolutely love it.
That's just a little sarcasm there.
Okay, so he's entering a guilty plea today. We're going to delay sentencing.
Yes.
Going to go to outpatient OVP. And then we'll come back and get a report.
Yes.
And you said the 8th was bad?
That whole week.
The 15th then?
Yes.
So it'll be a sentencing hearing November 15th.
November 15th, and do what she wants you to do, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
That's it. You're good to go.
State of Ohio versus Codemex Gomez, otherwise known as Cody Gomez. Case number CRB 24416.
Mr. Smith's case, set for second.
And he is compliant with his outpatient at OVP in Huntington. I spoke with him this morning.
So he's been at this since July, 1st of August, something like that.
Yeah.
He has a bond up. So maybe, in that circumstance, just keep it. That's our way to get him back, to show up for a bond. So I would say continue to monitor and come back in maybe 6 weeks this time.
That's fine.
What's your schedule, Mr. Smith, end of November?
Your Honor, I'm good. Any date.
Okay, how about the 22nd? That's the Friday before Thanksgiving.
That works.
November 22nd will be the next hearing for sentencing. Okay. Keep it up, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Kara Hearn, case number CRB 2381.
Mr. Stratton's case.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Is that Bethesda?
I already know what this report's going to say.
Okay, she's compliant and still working.
She's doing really well.
Good.
It's coming to the point, Your Honor, that I know exactly how she's going to do, you know, every time we come in here, she's she does everything that she's supposed to do now, so.
Yeah, it really took me kind of just growing up and deciding that I wanted more than what I was offering myself.
Well, that's good. That's a great realization. And hopefully you realize this is for your benefit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
I want it for you. Taylor does. I'm sure Mr. Stratton does. You got to want it most of all.
No, I do, I definitely want to.
How do you want to proceed, Mr. Shea?
Your Honor, it's up to the prosecutor. I mean, we've been here quite a few times, so if the court wants to continue, or if the court wants to wrap this up today.
I want to do whatever will give her the best chance of being successful.
Probably continue then.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go a little further out though. We were like monthly. Let's do it around Thanksgiving. How about that Friday before Thanksgiving, the 22nd?
22nd is good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. December 22nd.
Thanks.
Next hearing, correct?
Your Honor, Mr. Maynard is here now. And we've got that resolved, that if the court wants to call that.
State of Ohio versus Kyle Maynard, case number CRB 24478.
Your Honor, Mr. Maynard was in a car wreck. He broke his hand, which I think might have had something to do with, he was run off the road. But anyway, we're set today for a trial on a theft case. We're going to go ahead and plead guilty to that charge. And I understand the court typically on that charge would like to test. So.
Yes. Okay. Is that correct, Mr. Maynard? You're going to enter a guilty plea today?
Sir.
Okay. I'm going to require you to submit to a urine screen before us. This is standard operating procedure, what I do in every case. Go do a urine screen, come back after we get the results, and I'll send you now.
State of Ohio versus Michael Ward, case number TRC 24436, A, B, and C. Michael Ward. Set for sentencing here, right? Oh, maybe it is Wood.
Okay, it is Wood. Michael Wood.
There's a note hiring Mr. DeLauder on here. I don't know if that's true or not.
Set for sentencing.
It was, I don't know if it's correct or not, but it was changed to a pretrial, sentencing to a pretrial. Days or 10, I'm sorry, Your Honor, except for a pretrial 10/28.
That's correct. There is an order in the file changing it to October 28th, so, and it should be pretrial. So October 28th for pretrial at the defendant's request, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Darren L. Corn II, case number CRB 23761, CRB 2496, A and B. Darren Corn II.
Mr. Morford's case, we're looking for a report today.
New.
Yes, my note.
I haven't been given one, Judge.
No explanation for his non-appearance.
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Okay, will be a the bench warrant issue doesn't look like there was any kind of
Judge,
other than an OR.
maybe you issued one last month? A bench warrant?
He came late.
Okay.
On the 16th, I had issued a warrant, but then he showed up late, and I can't.
Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Nancy L. Day, case number TRD 21-1494, A and B.
Stays at Bethesda. Okay, it says that you have exhibited some exceptional behavior in progress, so that's very good. What's the term prognosis, I guess we would say, how much longer do we?
She came in, so we're looking at the end of this month, and she's also monitored through Common Pleas.
Okay. And you've got your license now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, that's the only reason you're here really, is on a license issued from June 10th of 21. Okay, you had failure to reinstate and a safety belt. Have you changed your thinking on safety belts?
I wear it every time I get in my car.
It's a smart, okay. Is it a possibility there could be a situation where it could help, like if you drive off a bridge into water, it might be better not to have your safety belt on? But that's, playing the odds are you're going to be a lot better off because you're most likely going to get in a wreck. You're going to be a lot better off with your safety belt on than off 95 times out of 100, if not more. So I'm going to dismiss these cases since you've done so well and you're telling me you wear your safety belt and you got your license back. Cases are dismissed and I'll just let Common Pleas monitor you on your treatment from now on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Haley Early, case number CRB 2480.
Mr. Morfer's case, it's on for sentencing.
Haley is compliant with her treatment at ODP, and that's a copy of her drug screen from today from the Day Report Center.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm working. I'm moving in my own place this week. We got court next week for the kids.
Okay, with Judge Ferguson?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think's going to happen on that?
Well, hopefully I'll be situated in the house this week so they can inspect it, and I should start getting overnights.
Okay, very good. So I'm assuming now you're not interested in going to Project Hope anymore?
Probably not.
Okay. Mr. Hill?
Well, we're okay with her continuing what she's doing.
Mr. Morgan?
Judge, I don't have any problem with that. I know that Haley and her mother both have attracted a lot of attention. There are a lot of people here pulling for them. And I know this court has gone out of its way to make sure the babies that are involved here get their mother back. And this young lady can be a mother and function without substance use disorder.
Okay, so we'll keep monitoring. I think the last time we spread it out
Yeah.
a little further. But I still want to stay involved and see that you're doing right and that you know somebody's looking over your shoulder for a while anyway. At some point, then I'll get out of the way and let you go on, but I want to make sure you're well established in your recovery and not going to slip backwards.
Yeah.
So let's do it the Monday before Thanksgiving. November the 25th. That works for Mr. Moore.
It does, good.
Okay. Good job. Keep it up. Congratulations. Good luck with your hearing.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jason McClure, case number CRB 181342. Our name was called earlier with reviews.
All right, Jason McClure, we just delayed this to see if he would show up later. He does have a bond, Mr. Sowers, so I'll notify Mr. Sowers, 3 of them today. Didn't show up here.
He's testing right now. And I'm at liberty to say this, he will test dirty. I mean, he's a movement, so.
Okay.
He will, so there's no doubt on that. But he's testing right now.
All right, well, we need to make arrangements to get him in some treatment.
Who do you want him to go through? Before everybody.
How about Bobby's here? Bobby, all right, comment.
Are we still on Jason McClure? I'm sorry.
I'm sending it something to Gary. I set it for, I set these others for the 28th, I think. Yes. October 28th for bond forfeiture hearing.
Do you have another case number? Because the case number you have, I just reviewed.
Okay.
It wasn't reviewed, but there was a bond. It should have been on the same docket, that's why I put it back. He never showed up either way.
Yeah, I think that's.
Bond forfeiture 1028. So there's a warrant issued today. And I got distracted by that message I had to respond to. So notify Mr. Sowers and set bond forfeiture for October 28th on Jason McClure.
State of Ohio recalls Kyle Maynard, case number CRB 24478. We're waiting to hear his case.
I don't believe it's happened yet.
Okay. Well, while we're waiting, I can go ahead and meet with my volunteers and we'll send it to Mr. Maynard when we get the results.
No, he's just testing. He's already playing. Yeah, he's just testing. Good week. Oh, I'm not leaving yet. Oh, hey, so you know Eddie, right? Eddie Edwards?
Yeah.
Attorney for Portsmouth?
No, I actually don't know.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't
I think I do. Yeah, I think I know he is.
So I was at a wedding. I caught this video of him, which was
Yeah, I know. Having a good time.
dancing. Hilarious.
Normally not that expressive.
No, he's not. So
Does he have a little champagne or
he
something?
did not. He did. He wasn't drinking at all. So he's just funny.
Did you wear a tux?
No.
Was it part of the wedding party?
Yeah.
Last time I wore a tux was at the senior prom, when I was in high school.
I think I might have been in a wedding or two since my high school, but not many times.
I like weddings. Weddings were fun.
I like getting drunk at weddings.
You crash weddings. That's what you do.
Make
That's
a
what he
real
does in his pastime.
fool out of myself.
He's a wedding crasher in his pastime. He just shows up to random weddings.
You know, it's easy for me to do because I live right in the middle of about a half dozen churches.
Exactly.
And I just could get up on Saturday morning and like, wonder what wedding I'm going to go to today. I'm a block from the Elks where a lot of receptions are held.
Yeah.
It'd be easy.
Yeah.
And nobody would even pay any attention. They'll be like, must be a
I
friend.
didn't know Phil was a friend of theirs. Well, they don't know. There's always the groom's family and the
That's right.
bride's family.
They don't know, yeah.
I was kidding with my wife. You ever watched the movie Wedding Crashers?
Oh, yeah.
I was joking with Sarah that we should just crash weddings randomly. You know, go eat the food, dance,
Yeah.
and go home.
Yeah.
I know a guy who used to he would crash funerals.
Crash funerals.
It was not as fun. Well, I'll tell you who it was.
Nobody's
Ronnie Bell. You know Ronnie Bell?
Oh, yeah.
Gospel music with Ronnie.
Yeah.
He went to a lot of funerals.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, crashing funerals is probably easier than crashing weddings.
Well, there's no invitations to a funeral, that's for
Right.
sure. But
Right.
when you go to funerals and you hardly know anybody.
And you can say I knew the recently deceased.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I've gone to a bunch of funerals. The only person I knew there at the funeral was the deceased. That's it, nobody else.
That's right. I've dealt with that too. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, he's not gonna get up and say,
Yeah.
I don't know that person.
Yeah, I don't want him here.
But some of those funerals, they get good food, you know?
Yeah.
Good food at funerals. Thank you for working on everything today.
Oh, it's been a great day. Thank you for being such a good lawyer today.
Trying to be as efficient as possible. We just had one disagreement today. We just had one disagreement
It
today.
wasn't too bad. You didn't storm out of the courtroom cussing my name, which is normally what you do.
That was odd. I don't normally storm out cussing your name. I just have a little voodoo doll at home with poker pins. Oh, Philip, maybe you should run for office.
I was on city council once in Ironton.
I've had my fill of running for office stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Philip's dad, though, was a good guy. I worked with him a lot when I was running for office.
Yeah. Was he at the bank then? Or was he at Moran's then?
Moran's, yeah.
Oh, and an interesting tidbit from the wedding is that
Whose wedding was it?
it was Colin Finn. He's a third-year law student at Ohio State. He is going to go work with Judge McFarland as his
Oh, really?
clerk.
Wow, it must be good.
But Judge McFarland sat next to me. okay? And then you have a Catholic wedding, you're up and down, up and down, up and down, right? Well, at one point during the wedding, when we like sat back down, he had dropped his eyeglasses underneath the seat. So here with Judge Farm, under the seat trying to.
Plus you got that kneeling thing in the way.
That's
too.
right, so we were right underneath it, so you had to, but he's gonna work he's got like it's a 2-year clerk position for 2 years, so, and then his wife, who he met through a Christian law fellowship called Blackstone, she's from Dallas, and she got a job with some firm in Columbus, and she graduated from University of Oklahoma Law School or something like that. But she's really nice. So there's a wedding with a bunch of Texans, which was really funny.
But that was good. That was a good time.
Well, I remember going to a Catholic church when I was a member of the Varsity F Club in high school. And the leader of it always had us to go to different members' churches, you know, once a month. We'd pick out the different members' churches. We went to a Catholic church. None of us had ever been to a Catholic church before, other than one person that was in the Varsity F Club. And so we asked for some advice on, you know, what to expect, what you do. He said, sit, stand, and kneel whenever everybody else does, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Well, I didn't kneel. I don't kneel for no club. But yeah, it was interesting. I mean, that was just. It was in the big church down there in Portsmouth, along with the two big. So.
I went to a wedding there one time. One of my law school classmates got married in that church, and I sat right across the aisle from Mike DeWine.
Wow.
Yeah. He's little.
He is tiny.
Little tiny guy.
Yeah, he is tiny, yeah. He is.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he was in the state senate when I was in the state house. I've known him for a long time.
He's been around a long time.
This is his last term, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then who's going to be governor?
Some Republican, I guarantee you, the way the state is now. Right, Philip?
Isn't it amazing how that's happened?
Oh, it's how it's
I mean, it was about 50-50 for a long time, and then.
Yeah.
Why is he standing outside?
Huh?
Why is he outside?
I don't know. Maybe he's already paid, I don't know.
And you know, the thing about it is that when I look at the Republicans in Ohio on the state level, I don't see that many that I really am inspired by.
Yeah.
They're all pretty bland.
Yeah. Well, Democrats are too. Here's what gets me, and I've said this before, you may have heard it. When I was in the legislature, you know, Democrats were in the majority then, so, you know, I was chairman of a House committee and all that stuff. We might argue in committee or argue on the House floor about a particular, you know, something in a particular bill or all that stuff, and might vote, you know, different ways and all that stuff. But when it was over, we went to dinner together, went out and had a beer together, played poker together. Now they're bitter enemies. It's like, if you're for it, I'm against it.
And I hope that it gets back to being civil, because, you know, I think that certain people in this world are bent on the destruction of our country.
Yeah.
And part of that is causing the political system to not function properly.
Yeah, I agree.
All the systems don't function properly. Courts don't get to function properly. What we're doing now, we're trying to help people, and I think our heart's in the right place, but we become like counselors. And that's what we have to do to survive at this point. But it's all part of, you know, people dropping dead all around us all the time with this fentanyl and whatnot. Yeah. People coming into the country and just taking over towns and stuff. It's just, That's the way you kill the United States.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
beat us in a war.
Exactly.
You beat us in a,
I've had several friends of mine, we've been talking about, you know, we're on our way downhill, you know, how we're gonna end up, I don't know, but it's not gonna be anything we recognize.
that may be true too. And you know, when you think about, okay, well, we made it through the 60s. We made it through the Civil War. We made it through World War II. We've made it through these things and we've recovered. But I think that the character of the country has been altered so badly that, and I think that the internet has created problems for us that people don't recognize.
I agree with that, absolutely.
So it's a question of whether we have the stamina to, but I also think that the pendulum still works a little bit. You know, I think that when you hear about young people returning to church, that gives me hope.
Hopefully it's starting to swing back, yeah.
I like it a whole lot better when the political arguments are between, well, you know, what's the tax rate going to be, 24 or 25, as opposed to, you know, the way it's gotten it so far out of it, we don't even recognize our own legal system anymore.
Not yet.
So, okay, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do, I guess, huh? You may send him to the buggy, you know?
Well, needs to pee. I mean,
Well, here's the thing, that when people are on drugs, they get dehydrated. I mean, I think that's really part of it.
I get it.
And he's really, I mean, he's already admitted that he's going to test dirty. So it's not like he's purposely doing this. I don't think he's purposely doing this.
It'd be hard to purposely not pee. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, yeah, but I mean, with me, I can pee, and if somebody 5 minutes later says, we gotta have a urine sample from you, I can do it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Couple tickles out.
The only time that I ever was not able to do that was when I was sick in the emergency room with 105 temperature.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't pee.
Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, yeah, you can always give a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
I'm hungry, guys.
Me too. I'll be back here tomorrow night for traffic court.
Shoot.
Well,
I had trouble this morning because my truck wouldn't start. Grind, it wouldn't start, so I had to go ahead and tell the wife, okay, I'm driving the RAV down to court, the truck won't start. I said it might start later, who knows. But I got 3 or 4 miles down the road and thought, uh-oh, I forgot my keys to the courthouse. I had to go back to the house and get my keys off my truck key ring.
it's always something.
Yep.
My minor inconvenience this morning is that for some reason I've become the target of telemarketers all of a sudden today.
Today?
Yeah, the defense counsel has signed him up for multiple mailing and telephone lists.
I see.
I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, don't worry, Philip. We're working on signing you up for some more there.
I don't understand where all those come from all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But
it'll get worse this month, and it'll stop. So we were driving down the road, and I get up on my phone a phone number which I didn't recognize. Okay, and it literally said, I'll show it to you because it was funny. It literally said,
oh yeah,
yeah. Which 2 things come through your mind. Okay, this is definitely 100% fake.
Yeah.
And then the question is, what if it's not? So you answer it anyway because say Donald J. Trump, just see what it is. And it was a telemarketer, but it's one of those things where you see the name pop up and you're just like, should I or should I not?
Yeah.
I think I should.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's some things that make me more impatient than waiting for somebody else to pee, but there's not many.
Walking to that, maybe that was super food back here.
clothes and all that?
I'll be able to send you straight with me.
Okay, well, we need to make some other arrangements. I know they said outpatient, but. So what, Riverside, what, 30 or 90 or what?
It's progress based, there's not a set amount of days.
I mean, what am I looking at?
Inpatient,
Or outpatient?
inpatient, usually about 90 days.
Yeah, so, like, so you guys will be able to get me
Oh, yeah.
to Capitol in the morning, get this taken care of, surgery, all that shit?
Yes. We got a whole transport team.
So you, I know they were good black when I was there last time, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, so, I really don't have a choice, man. You
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Should have done this beforehand, because I've got a lot of shit up in the air.
Could be possible.
How soon can I get it? Just ask.
Lawrence County Municipal Court is now back in session. State of Ohio versus Kyle Mayer, case number CRB 24478.
Okay, so we've got this screen, and we've got several things that are problematic, and they're the things that are in our community. And the main substances that are out there. So now, one problem is your injury to your hand. Tell me about that. What's going on with that?
I broke it in a car wreck on Saturday. I was supposed to go to orthopedic outpatient today. Due to this, I had to wait and put it off till tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's got.
I can get him transported there, Your Honor, and make sure everything's taken care of.
Okay. Where is it that did you have an appointment, or were you supposed to go to
Supposed to go to the walk-in clinic at Marshall Ortho.
Okay, that's there at the stadium.
No, it's over at
myself.
it's at Cabell's where I'm supposed to go.
Oh, you should, well, the Marcia, well, that's the sports walking clinic. This is not a sports injury, so, right. There's probably one at the hospital.
Yeah, it is on the first floor.
Okay. Well, you need to go inpatient. You agree with that?
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, now tell me about your family situation.
I've got a wife and kid at home that they're staying with my mom and dad at the time being. That's where we were staying as well. I was trying to get into a detox center to get back on Suboxone, which has worked for me well in the past.
Okay, do you think you need to detox then now? I mean, we've got places we can send you to detox.
I mean, if I want to go to inpatient, I'd just go to inpatient and get it started and not push it off. But
and you can he do MAT from your facility?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll get evaluated for that?
Yes. I've already been through there, so.
The thing is, that'll help with the fentanyl. It's not going to help anything with methamphetamine.
Yeah.
So.
Well, supposedly they now have MAT that they do for meth. I don't know if Riverside's up to
Yes.
the bar on that or not yet.
Okay. Get him looked at anyway, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a bond up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Because you got a bond up, I'm gonna accept your plea, but I'm gonna delay sentencing, let you go to treatment, and then I'll sentence you down the road. Because and I wanna keep your bond in place because, and I think you know Gary Sowers, he will come get you if you don't show up or run or whatever. So there's no place you can go, he won't come get you and bring you back. And what about anybody else in your family need treatment? You know, maybe down the road we get you in a facility where everybody's together and getting treatment.
We're not doing that. I mean, they might need help, they might not, I don't know. That's not on my place to state.
Okay. Well, that's a possibility too, though.
I mean, we talked about doing outpatient together, but I know they're not. Like I said, it's not on me to state. We have a daughter that we have to take care of. That's, if both of us going to inpatient wouldn't work with that.
Yeah,
she's a year old.
We've got a program where we'll take all of you.
Yeah, Minute Reads does.
Yeah, I don't know about Minute Reads. I was thinking of the counseling center.
No, it's,
okay.
I mean, if there was a situation that we could all go and be together as a family, that might be something, but.
Well, your wife is not before the court, but that's something,
correct.
If you would want me to communicate or have somebody communicate that possibility, then it's up to her to decide if she wants to, she could pursue that.
I mean, I could communicate that with her, but I'm not.
All right, let's come back for just basically what you're going to come back if you've been around the court long enough to know. I'm just going to monitor what you're doing and treat just to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. So you'll come back for these hearings and hopefully nothing happens except good job, keep doing what you're doing. That's what I want to say. So then you know somebody's looking over your shoulder. So I would say we need to do that within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So what's your schedule, Mr. Stratton?
The 18th or the 21st would probably be the best.
Are good, okay for you?
Yeah.
Either one of those works, so why don't we make it the 21st?
Okay.
18th's a little more busy. So that's exactly 2 weeks from today.
October 21st.
Might as well get to him, he's got to do all the transport shit.
Okay, let's turn this into a positive by going forward and doing really well. And as I understand it, this isn't going to affect, you're not under any community control sanctions or anything now.
No, I've got hearings in Cabell County now that I have to go before, so I don't know how that's going to change.
Okay, tell me about that.
It's the same thing, it's a theft charge. I have to call the magistrate. I didn't know I was going to be going straight to inpatient. I haven't had a chance to get that taken care of. I was going to do that tomorrow.
You have a lawyer over there?
I don't have a lawyer. I don't have anybody.
You haven't appeared yet? It's your first hearing?
It's a ticket. That's all that I was cited with, was a ticket to call them and go about it. I don't know how it works over there.
We'll work within that date.
Which, like I said, I don't have any of the information with me. It's all at the house, and I don't even really know where it is to have my people.
Well, I
look
gotta
for it.
believe you being in treatment is not gonna do anything but help your case if you go.
As long as I get it done in time.
You gotta,
Kinda that's what I said.
show up and be responsive to what they want you to do. So you've never appeared in court yet on that?
No.
And you don't have a date?
That's what I was talking about. I was just trying to be able to get my stuff together first. That's why I was asking him if there wasn't any way I could go.
This is part of getting your stuff together.
I meant like go home and get clothes together, give my daughter a kiss goodbye, that sort of stuff.
They'll take care of that, right?
He said I would, so you'll transport me to the house, let me get my stuff?
I can't take you to your house.
So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of.
Well, they can bring stuff there.
Yeah, it's, that's just against our
Yeah,
policy.
I know.
risky.
Yeah.
I mean, I've showed up every day for court. That's why I didn't know. That's why I was saying I was trying to see if there was any way I could get another 24 hours before I had to turn myself in to.
This is you getting clean is the most important thing.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, I don't have motivation without my daughter. I'll be honest with you, I'd rather die without her, so.
All right, you're going to jail then. I'm
No,
sending you to 6 months in jail.
Your Honor, can I please speak
I'll
to you?
see you Friday.
Can I please speak to you first?
No.
Sir, go back there.
You just told me you
Really,
had
I'm
motivation.
I'm
so you're
trying to
going
talk
jail.
to you.
Just get to
I
that
don't,
door.
I'm trying to talk to you, really?
Okay, you're gonna stay longer. Just keep it up.
The next hearing. I know, but they say it's gonna stay longer. I wouldn't have said it.
Still, set the hearing Friday. Y'all have a good day.
See everybody Friday.
I think we're going to bring it back out.
Are we bringing them out?
I'm going to go ask.
Guess who just showed up to court, Destiny Grant.
I would say.
She walked in, she said, I think I'm super late for court. And I said, yeah, because court's already adjourned, you can go ahead and talk to the clerk.
Did she not get out of bed until noon?
Yeah.
Probably not.
God.
Well, he just said that.
Okay.
Always best.
Speaker's on.
I know. You too.
It's on.